Hello, I'm Jadish Joe, and I just was going to say something else with this motion, but then I decided to go somewhere else with it. But I'm Jadish Joe, and once again we are back here talking about The Division, and this is a very squeaky chair. I gotta be sure not to lean back in it anymore. Anyway, back talking about The Division. Last video I made about The Division was a little long-winded, and I apologize for this. This is hopefully going to be a lot shorter. There I go with my ums again. So good for like the first 30 seconds, and then I gotta think. But no, totally forgot about one of the concepts of this game that I'm most excited about, and that is your safe houses, your mother bases, your centers of operations, your forward operating bases, or whatever you want to call them. They kind of went a little Metal Gear Phantom Pain with this, or a little Metal Gear Peace Walker with this. Peace Walker came out God knows how many years ago, so it's not exactly a new concept. But pretty much what you do is, in the trailers they always show you going into the post office and liberating the post office and turning that into your base. Now what I've seen from the leaked alpha and from the actual gameplay cinematics that the company's released is that you actually can go in there, and when you get there, it's a mess. It's deserted. There's only a few operators there. A few personnel there, but then as you go and do missions, you can like save a doctor. The doctor will come and open up the med unit. You can go save an architect or an engineer, and he'll start helping you turn stuff back on and stuff like that, even though they haven't actually touched on that yet. But what else does an engineer do other than build stuff, fix stuff, and get stuff running for you? They also showed the tech unit. They also ran through an actual a workbench for you to do stuff with. They didn't show what you could do with it, but chances are you can add mods, or you can change stuff, or you do what you do with a workbench, But yeah, I think that's a cool concept that they put in there, and they actually showed in, I think it was the Journey, or the Agent's Journey trailer, they actually showed your base being, gone from this little rundown, post office to being like this beacon of society after you upgraded it a bit. And I think that's a really cool concept, because I know the one thing I loved about Phantom Pain was building mother base. God, those pigeons are huge! There's like 5 of them in our silo. I know I said that during the last video, but they're like small cat size. But anyway, as I was saying, I love it. I loved it in Phantom Pain that you had the mother base. I loved it in Peace Walker that you had the mother base. Is one of my favorite things was to sit there and try to upgrade mother base as much as you possibly can. Even though in Phantom Pain I'm behind because I haven't gone back and played it, and they added a whole bunch of stuff to which I just wish they would have included at the beginning of the game, so I could have powered through it and been done with it. But no, they decided to stretch it out. And I guess that's the big thing with modern video games, is they really like to stretch stuff out. They're not like, oh, we're going to give you everything on one disc that you buy. We're going to give you this, and then we're going to stretch it out. Whether you have to pay for it or not, it's up to our discretion. But anyway, yeah, so what I've seen from the gameplay of The Division is, yeah, you go and you liberate the post office, then you can upgrade it by getting more people. And I guess the further, I don't know if this was speculation or if this was actual fact from the developers. I can't remember where I read it or what video I saw it in. But for this point in time, I'm going to call it speculation, just not to get anybody's hopes up. But I guess what they were saying is that the better your base is, the more people will come to it, the more civilians that will come to it, the more, armed NPCs will come to it. And then you actually also have more morale system in there, where if your base's morale is high, people would be more in tune to fighting for it, or the NPCs would be more in tune to fighting for it, defending it. Maybe upgrading would be easier depending on your morale. But as I said, I don't know if that's speculation or actually in-game mechanics. But I still think that would be really cool to actually have to go back and check on your base and, want to build this base. So not only you get better things or you have better items, but also so the NPCs, can be happy and actually help you defend it if it comes under attack by either other players or by NPCs. Once again, that's speculation at this point, so don't take my word for it. Also, too, I noticed in the new once again, the Journey of the Agents, or the Agent Journey trailer. That it was really brief, and it was it was your character walking through and down on the bottom left hand corner, and big holographic letters, it said Canine Unit. And that's something that I haven't seen before, something that I don't think I've ever heard anybody talk about, was this Canine Unit. And that would be really awesome if they put the Canine Unit in there as like a buddy, or as a companion. Like, if you don't want to roll with other teammates, or if you don't have anybody to roll with, whether because they're not playing at the moment, or because they nobody likes you, your dog will always like you, and then you can pick a Canine Unit and actually have that Canine Unit roll with you. The Canine Unit in combat, don't really know how that would function, other than carrying extra ammo, carrying a backup gun, and bomb detection and stuff like that. I don't actually know if they would have the the dog go and maul enemies for you. But that's an interesting thing I did notice in the newest gameplay. Always do that once per video. I always get tongue-tied. Or the newest gameplay trailer was the Canine Unit. I'm excited for that too. And I think really what's important is, because they've been so closed-lip and holding this so tight, close to their chest, is that we're actually going to see a whole bunch of mechanics and a whole bunch of things that we weren't expecting. That I'm really looking forward to. Really looking forward to. But back to the base building. I'm guessing, once again, this is speculation, I'm guessing the post office is going to be your major base of operation, to where everybody that you save, or everybody that you help, goes there to then in return help you, whether they're medical, or if they're technological, or they're engineering, or they're security, or stuff like that. I really have a feeling that with the success of Metal Gear Phantom Pain, they're going to try to set it up like a mother base. But outside of that, they also said that there's other agents out in the city that have actually set up their own safe zones, or their own forward operation bases. So you can always go there, and there will probably be vendors, and that's where you can meet up with other agents and whatnot. Along that line. So it's nice to know that you have your one big story mode base, but then as you actually get out into the grander New York and Manhattan and Jersey and stuff like that. Don't know if you can go to Jersey. I wouldn't mind going to Jersey, going and seeing the pier, post-epidemic time. Yeah, it'd be cool if you can go to all of New York and Manhattan and Jersey and the Bronx and stuff like that. But we'll have to see. As I said, right now this is mostly speculation. But having your main story board, story mission, safe zone, or base of operations, and then as you expand and go out into different areas of New York, you have these little pockets where you can go and you can rest and you can heal and you can do all this other stuff. I really think that's an interesting concept. Plus, I'm pretty sure that might be how they're going to do the fast travel system, is you actually fast travel through these little, forward operating bases and whatnot. So definitely looking forward to that. Hopefully that will be the end game, content. Like you'll get all your, necessities, taken care of, early or halfway through the game. But then to really build up your base of operations and really get the good stats and the good stuff would be what the end game's about. That's how I would do it, if I wasn't thinking of including raids, or just letting the people gear grind until their little fingers bleed. I would say that the high end of your base of operation is what the end game is. But that's just me. As I said, this is mostly speculation. Other than acquiring a doctor, or acquiring an engineer, or acquiring like a security team, they really haven't squeaky chair. They haven't really gone too far into detail, surprise about how this is going to work. But I think it's a really cool concept, because I enjoy, as I said, the base, mother base from Peace Walker and from Phantom Pain. On a side note, I still enjoy Peace Walker more than I enjoy Phantom Pain. Just something about Peace Walker that just I really enjoy. What I really enjoy about Peace Walker is you can actually customize your equipment. Like if I want to go into battle, or if I want to go into a mission with just a pistol, I can do that. I don't need to bring with me this machine gun that I really have no need for if it doesn't fit my playstyle. But I digress. So yeah, there are some other base building videos for the Division out there. Highly recommend that you watch them just for the gameplay. Once again, I don't know how to talk about things and have gameplay playing if it's not my own gameplay. But definitely check it out. Once again, I'm Jadish Joe. Thank you so much for watching this. If you liked this video, be sure to like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. Subscribe to my channel to see more Division talks. Depending on if in the beta there's, what's it called, confidential clause or whatever, or non-disclosure agreement. Might get some of that up, as I said, if there's not a non-disclosure agreement. But other than that, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and as always, have fun and be safe. I'm going to press the button now. Oh yeah, make a silly face.